and happy Monday. It's Marcia.
And Jackie, you guys, we're so excited to be here. This weekend flew by. Why do they always go so fast?
I don't know. I feel like the same thing too. Like I slept so good last night, could have slept an extra couple hours. But am I stuck?
No, but my internet is saying that it's wonky because this weather. It's gonna rain.
Oh, yeah, it's raining, you said, right?
It's about to. Yeah, it's
Oh,
about to come down. So we will see if we can make it through. One goal call without one of us freezing. Let's see what happens.
somebody. We'll see how that goes.
Exactly. All right. So, okay, we sent the newsletter out this month or this morning, and not only is it a new month, it's also a new week, but we also had a new moon on Friday. And y'all, if you don't know, I'm just learning a little bit more about the energy of the moon, and it's just all energy, right? We're energy. And this new moon energy, this is when it's a really good time to manifest. So that fits in perfectly with Goal Call Monday. And for over the next week and a half, almost 2 weeks, we're going to have this new moon energy where it's a perfect time to put it out in the universe about what you want to create. It doesn't have to even be just over this week or over this month. It can be a year from now, 5 years from now. So think big, dream big. What are some big things that you want to manifest in your life right now? And Marcia, what are your goals for this week? Or is there something that you want to manifest?
I just been working, of course, my stress and my sleep, and I kind of want to continue that. So I don't know if I want to manifest anything new. I'm kind of comfortable staying where I'm at because it's taken me a long road to get here. I was just putting in my stories, y'all know I got COVID from January 2020. When I reflect back, January 2020 till today, that's 2 years and 4 months. It has been a long journey to get me back to this place, to be in a good place. So I've been working out with lifestyle, which is crazy. Thankfully, I have two doctors, my therapist and my, endocrinologist. Those doctors have helped me do it all naturally, which I'm very excited about. So I just want to continue manifesting good health, if that makes sense. Even though I've been always doing that, sometimes life throws you curveballs. Sometimes some of us will get colon cancer, different types of cancer, or heart disease, or a stroke. You never know what's going to happen to you. Even the healthiest person, like the other day, my friend Tracy texted me, said, "Do you know Nikki DeBella?" And I thought she meant the Bella twins from WWE. And she's like, "No, Nikki DeBella." She was like the spin instructor and a Lifetime Frisco, and Plano, which I go to. And I said, "Oh my God, yeah." She was about to teach a spin class, died right there of a brain aneurysm, right before the spin class. Oh yeah. She was my age, 47, healthy. She was a real estate agent for 25 years and a spin instructor when she wasn't doing real estate. That's what she was working, as a spin instructor part-time at Lifetime. And I've known her almost 15 years. So you never know, you guys, you never know when life isn't granted. Even Tracy and I were going back and forth in shock. She literally died in the Frisco Lifetime and spin class. And then Tracy goes, "You know what though? She died doing what she loved, and she loved teaching class." And so that kind of put things in perspective. I just want to aim for health. Some of this other stuff, my husband's super anal and clean. I'm like, is this going to matter in 5 years? Is this going to matter on my deathbed? No. So I have a different perspective of thinking of things. Just lately, I feel like I've had a few people that I've known that weren't good friends with me. I don't know them personally, but I know who they were, that have passed away. And it's kind of sad. And it just makes me think, wow, we're at that age now where, it can happen at any age, but where people are actually just dying. And another one of my friends, her brother, it was 43 and finally got his first colonoscopy. He wasn't feeling well, and he was diagnosed with colon cancer at 43. And they literally took out part of his colon. He has a big giant scar in his stomach. So you just never know, life isn't granted. And I just want to manifest good health in different ways, whether it's a positive attitude, working out, getting some sunshine. And I love that my husband is on his track too. He quit his job in December because it was super high stressful. And it literally took him months to unwire. And I'm pretty proud of him. He went to therapy, started working out, going to chiropractor, all consistently, not just here and there like he used to. and eating better, eating half the amounts if he was eating junk. And it's literally taking him since December to unwire from work. And just recently, he's feeling his best. And I could tell like everything is starting to like his cortisol levels are like going back. He was low too, going back to normal. He's losing weight. He just seems happier overall. So sometimes we take our health for granted, even when we work on it, and it gets ripped away. Like, I don't know. So I know that was long-winded, but I will always try to manifest health and my best self every day. I just feel like I get reminders.
100%. And when you were saying that you didn't really want to do anything new, you wanted to like keep where you are, you're not ever staying in one place. You're constantly evolving and growing. And that is just, it's brilliant. It's beautiful to see. And we wrote that in the newsletter that like you have really, really gotten healthier over the course. Like you've worked hard with all these different technologies that you're using. You're not going the medical, like you're not taking medicine. You are going the natural route and like doing different technology, and you're doing the thing with your brain, which it's,
Yes.
again, we're talking about energy. This is energy. It's
Yep.
rewiring your brain. This new moon, this is all energy. We have energy, guys. And that's what it all comes down to is energetics. And it's really, really, really powerful if we can fine tune that and make those changes. And you have worked your ass off to get where you are. And it's like, it's taking a while, but you're doing so much better. And it's so beautiful to witness and see you transform. Like it started getting better when you moved back to Dallas, but then you're continuing to.
Yeah, I definitely think my environment was part of that too. And getting back to where I know a lot of people, community, even though I'm an introvert by nature, I think I'm an extroverted introvert. I need community to thrive. I don't like just being by myself with my husband and dogs. I didn't like the COVID. I didn't like the lockup, which a lot of people didn't. There's a lot of things I don't think that was good for my mental health. And when I look back, because there was at one point I didn't really feel good. And I literally thought I was going to commit myself, like, to a hospital, like admit myself to a hospital. And so I was telling Keith, like, I think I need to be put away for like 30 days, not to like a mental institution per se, but just somewhere where had to be where there was like health and fitness and a beach, like, one of those retreat things for like 30 days and just to work on my mindset, because I knew my mind was literally, I wasn't the same person. I was telling Keith, I'm like, is it menopause? I didn't really relate it to COVID at first. I thought it was my menopause. I hear women lose their mind. Oh my God, I'm 47. I lost my period, my hair, this, that, these were all COVID symptoms. And I was nowhere near menopause. And it really put the stress on my body. But I literally, at one point, my mental status was not good. I was telling Keith, I even told Jackie, I was crying every single day. I was really depressed. And I was like, what is going on with me? This is so strange. And when I reflect back, I was in a horrible, horrible state of mind. So it is kind of crazy, like how I've turned around, and my mental health and status is way better. So I really credit to us, like making that change, moving back. And it's been slow. None of this has been fast, you guys. And I don't believe it was just one thing that cured it all. When people say this thing cured all, no, I mean, literally I had to do it all. I've had to work on sleep. I had to work on my stress levels. I had to work on communication with my husband, my home, all kinds of stuff, and just reconnect with my friends. And then even relationships that I thought I wrote off that were bad, people came back and apologized. And now we're like putting the past behind us and making amends for new friends. So like new relationships and then old friendships that kind of rekindled. So it is kind of crazy in all areas of my life. I feel like even my husband, both of us have kind of went through our stuff. And you guys, the word term midlife crisis. Listen, you can go through a crisis. You got to manage the crisis. All right. And I feel like I was literally going through midlife crisis. But when I find out more and more, it wasn't even menopause. It was COVID brain. And I thought COVID long haulers has to do with lungs, which that's part of it in the beginning, like getting back to a VO2 capacity with fitness, but it's your brain in the end. And I still am not 100% because I still don't have good taste and smell, which is crazy. My cortisol levels are still extremely very low, but I'm on the up and up. I got my period back. I gained the weight back because you guys know I lost a lot of weight for me on my body. In the beginning, of course, I'm like, woohoo! But I know for my body it wasn't healthy because of the stress. I lost my hair, I lost my period, the cortisol. Like there's other indicators, like oil indicator lights, what's going on with your body. And just because someone's like a health coach or somebody that's like a nutritionist or a doctor, we're people too. things happen to us, we get sick. So just think of your own life, like maybe where you need to improve. Where has something just been like blown up that you can actually manage the crisis, right? You got to manage it, because now I'm celebrating all the crisis that happened. I'm celebrating my wins. So it could be midlife crisis or midlife celebration, which it can be both, right? You can just flip the script at any time. But
And there's always a lesson in there. Like whenever we're going through something, the biggest thing is if we can learn a lesson when we're faced with challenges. Like we want to turn our challenges into changes. And that's what Marcia is doing. That's what I'm doing. And we are here to tell you, you can do it too. So there, more and more women are depressed right now. 1 in 5 middle-aged women, which is us, 40 to 60, are on antidepressants. And then 1 out of 4 women over 60 are on antidepressants, which is skyrocketed. The number used to be 1 in 10. So there is something totally happening here. You can go to the route that Marcia went, and she was able to do a lot of this naturally to get her health back and her mental well-being back. Or I actually went on Lexapro in October, and I wrote all of this in the newsletter. It's all included in there. And there is no shame to the game with mental health, mental well-being, because we got to get our brain right. We got to start thinking right so we can show up for life. And one of the things that Marcia and I also have done is we're creating some hard boundaries around our work-life balance. Our husbands weren't happy with the amount of work. I mean, we were just constantly working. We're still here for you guys. We're still showing up for you guys. We still love you guys, but we're also creating some hard boundaries and pouring more into self-love. And we hope that we're sharing that with you guys as well. But we want to know, like, what are some things that you want to work on this week? This is the prime time for you guys to claim your goals and to show up for yourself. Like, this is an offering. We're here every week for you. We want to hear what your goals are. YouTube, Plant Chicks Tribe. We'll go on Instagram after this. Claim your goals for the week. What are you doing this week to show up better, to support your health, to maybe autocorrect, like Marcy was talking about, that oil indicator light? If you're not sleeping well, if you've gained a little bit of weight, if you have a foggy brain, if you're feeling really tired, if you're feeling anxious, these are actually all signs of depression. But what can you do to start changing those and start getting back on the right track? Seeing a therapist, going to the doctor, working out, eating more plants, talking to friends, leaning in on each other, exercising, doing intensity. We're on week 2 of intensity. And, there's so many different things we can do. And like Marcia said, it's not just one thing. I wish it was just one thing and we could bottle this pill and say, here, take this one pill. It's not. It's a little bit of everything. And most of it is lifestyle. Sometimes you get medication. Sometimes you don't have to. But literally, there's so much you can do with just your lifestyle alone to level up and to feel better. So, listen to this. So I meet my girlfriends on Thursdays for coffee, and we are talking, and one of my girlfriends, she's getting together with this guy friend of hers. They're meeting in Colorado in a month. And she's like, man, I got to hit the gym hard. I got to work out hard, blah, 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 blah. And she was saying, they've got a very good chemistry. Let's just say it that way. And she's like, I got to get in some sick shape. She goes, I need to stop eating sugar. I'm like, girl, let's do 30 days no sugar, or until she leaves. And that's about a month. So she's like, yes, I'm in. So starting Thursday, it'll be a week on this Thursday, we're doing no sugar. So that's one of my goals, is to continue on the no sugar. I know you've been doing it since the beginning of the year. So I'm joining you now. So is one of my girlfriends. And intensity, of course. Got to get in my intensity. I'm going to do that after our lives, I think.
Yeah, pay attention to your heart rate. So last year when I would have sugar just as bread or a treat meal or something like that, it would raise my heart rate up, right? Mm-hmm. Well, when I was abstaining it for a very, very long time, and then I finally had it, literally, I felt like my heart was like it was up, and then I couldn't even sleep. So literally it was like I had a donut. I was doing this brand deal. I had just a bite of that donut. I didn't eat the whole donut because I'm like, hell no. I just took a bite, and I was like, and I swallowed it. I was like, this is good. I literally could eat it. I just chunked it in the trash immediately. But then that night I had champagne with my husband, like a glass of champagne, and something else I had. I can't even remember, but it had to do. It's all sugar based, right, or bread. And that weekend, had horrible sleep. My heart rate was up like 10 points up. Like I'm usually like a 50,
Yeah.
52. I mean, at one point it was a 68. It was almost 20 points higher, like 17 or 18 points higher, the beats because of the sugar. And I was like, holy cow. So this is sometimes when people drink a lot or eat a bunch of sugar and they have high blood pressure, it's very taxing on the heart. And it is crazy, like super, super crazy. So just a little FYI, pay attention, Jackie. Like I want to know your aura ring, like when you give it up for a while and then you reintroduce it back. Because
I will let you know. That's actually going to be fun. And another thing I'm doing, no more than 2 cups of coffee a day.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I've noticed my sleep is not as good as it could be. And I'm really, really focusing on the coffee to make sure to see like where I am. And I'm like tweaking everything. I'm really loving Aura, loving Lumen. Didn't you wake up in another 1 today? I woke up with a 3 on Lumen.
No, I woke up with the 2.
2. Okay, 2. That's good. That's really
No,
good.
it was very, very good. So I woke up at the 2. I was like, okay, I'm all about this too. So I've been literally slaying 1s and 2s.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
So I've been actually pretty proud of myself. I'm like, yes. Like the health thing is on track. You guys, when I got my cortisol numbers, they're still not good. They're not even low. They're not even on the low end. They're extremely low. Like they were plummeted horribly when I had COVID. So for 2020 and 2021, they were like horrible numbers. And it's so crazy to think. I looked at 2019's thing, and I'll have to do a show a comparison of all my cortisol. 2019, I was in the regular range of cortisol, and then it went boom all the way down when I got it. And then another time again, it just, I think the for me, because I wasn't hungry and I was like throwing up and stuff, the 3 days of no eating and my muscle wasting away was really obviously traumatic for my body. And you guys, so I took these pictures. I can't wait to show you. My legs usually have little quads. I've always been very quad dominant. And even when I take pictures, I have bigger quads, whether I'm skinny, fat, fit, whatever, I have quads. This ripped my quads off. I had like literally skinny old lady legs, cellulite, riddled cellulite everywhere. It was terrible. Knobby knees. And I look at the pictures now because now that I've built a little more muscle and I've been in the gym consistently trying to build back that, my quads are starting to take shape again. And I've always had quads, even when I was a skinny stick as a kid. So that was crazy to see my leg like that. And when I show you these pictures, which I haven't shown you, I'm gonna wait till this after part, you all will be like, that's not the same leg. That is not the same leg. Like it is insane. I couldn't believe my leg looks like that. It's crazy. And I'm not in a pose. I'm just standing up and down. You're gonna see. It's like shocking. Like I'm like, oh my God, this looks like a 60-year-old lady, which I'm not saying 60 is bad, like someone who's deconditioned, who's like 60 or 70 years old. It was like my skin was hanging like over my knee. It was like cellulite everywhere. It was really disgusting. I mean, it's very humbling. It's going to happen at some point to me. I know it is, but as long as I can have control to take control, I am going to fix this. But anyways, it happens to the best of us, no matter how fit you are. So just can show you that you could be super fit and get ripped away from you, and you have to work to get that back.
No, I can't wait to see those pictures. Like you are crushing. You're doing so much, which is amazing. And I can't wait to see the results. Yeah, no, it's super exciting.
What are yours is no sugar. That's what you're working on.
No sugar, doing the intensity, and 2 cups of coffee. And I'm like tweaking and doing some different things. So like I'm like working with Lumen. One of the things, so Marcia and I are also joining Zoe. And Zoe, we have a lot of Dr. B fans and followers on our page. And if you follow him, then you probably do know about Zoe. Zoe, it looks at your gut microbiome. It actually is going to be one of the largest gut microbiome studies that has been done very, very soon. And they are starting to do studies on menopause, which is super exciting. I'm really, really excited about that. And I hope I can participate in that. And hopefully, Marcia, you can too, even though you're not in it yet. you're probably in that perimenopause range, because you can be perimenopause from up to like 10 years before you actually go through menopause. And I'll have to do another live, like talking about my whole menopause journey, because it was kind of a joke. Like no one ever no, seriously, no one ever really fully diagnosed me with menopause. And then one time I was at the doctor and they're like, yeah, you're in menopause. I'm like, just like that? Like I was never everyone, it was so roundabout. There's just so little information on menopause. It's crazy. So really excited about that. So back to Zoe. It looks at your gut microbiome. We also get to wear a continuous glucose monitor that diabetics wear. We get to wear that for 2 weeks. And we will put in, like, we have to eat these little test muffins, and it will monitor our blood sugars. We have very strict guidelines on 2 different days. And then we can wear the monitor for up to 2 weeks, and then we can eat as normal, exercise. And then we send everything in, and then everything is analyzed by Zoe, and we get this personalized nutrition report. Now, why is that important? If for any of you business people, if you are in sales, if you're in marketing, if you own a business, you always look at your stats and data. My laptop's about to die. You always look at your data and your marketing to see what you're doing effectively and see where you need to make changes. Well, the same thing in personalized lifestyles. It's more about lifestyles, not just about nutrition. The way I respond to an avocado or a banana could be very different than the way Marcia does or the way you do. So this report is looking at my gut microbiome, which is more significant than even our genetics. And it's also looking at the nutrition and lifestyle factors like exercise and age and the sex that we were assigned to at birth and the sex that we are currently. It's so funny, but that's such a new thing now. But they look at all of this stuff, and then they send us back personal information. And this is so important. Marcia and I love our Lumen. We love our Aura Ring, and we're about to love Zoe too, because this is all data. Just like when you're at work and you look at all the marketing, you look at what's working, you look what's not working. All this data that we're collecting through Aura, through Lumen, through Prolon, and now through Zoe is going to make significant changes, and we'll be making some lifestyle changes. I wasn't even really that interested in my sleep until I started wearing this stupid Aura Ring. And I say stupid, I say that very lightly because I love this thing. I'm obsessed with it. And it's teaching me a lot. And that's why I love all these different technologies, is because I can continue to level up and make changes. And we seriously recommend all of these things. And Marcia, I think you said it on one of our, like maybe a story, that you only recommend, or we only recommend products that we use and trust and we feel confident in. And that is 100%. There's so many brands that have come to us and they'll say, hey, would you want to do something with us? Would you like to work with us? And they don't align with our brand. They don't align with like whole food, plant-based, with leading a healthy lifestyle, and we won't work for them. So we're turning away a lot of money, but we want to bring you guys the best tools that you can use and that you can implement. So if you want to check out Zoe, go to their website, go to their Instagram, and if you end up getting Zoe, put in for the code to save 10%, I think, put in Plant Chicks, PLANTCHICS. That's our code for pretty much everything. Lumen, Zoe, Prolon, Plant Chicks 10. So yeah, you can get all these different devices. Aura, we sent a link if you want to get Aura, if you want to get $50 off of Aura. We'll also have that, I think, in our links on our Instagram page. So, or just message us and we can give you the link for Aura. But these are incredible devices that are basically like our CRS. It's like telling us what we can do and what we can tweak so we can feel better and live longer.
Yeah, I'm excited to try it. Super excited. When are you going to do yours, Jackie?
I've ordered everything, so I should be getting it in like 2 weeks. So 2 weeks. I mean, as soon as I get it.
I've got to put my order in. I have not even put my order in, but I'm going to do that
this morning. So you're not far behind.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I got to do that sometime today and get it. Yeah. Well, I go on vacation April 22nd. So I mean, I hope I get it before I go on vacation, and then it's not just sitting here. So
You know what would be cool? Hopefully you will, because it takes like maybe 7 to 10 business days to get it after you order it. And it would be cool if you could do the the days we have to eat the muffins, if you could do that before you go, but then also go on vacation and have like some vacation testing in those 14 days of the.
yeah, I don't
No,
want to do that.
no.
I think I'll do it after. Yeah, because what if we're in the water? She said, like, don't get it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And
That's true.
sweating and all that kind of stuff just on vacation. I don't, you know what I don't know.
Yeah, you're gonna be on the beach.
I'd rather do it on my normal routine to see how it is versus doing something. I know for like vacation, I'm going to have, I mean, probably some sugar and stuff like that. Usually I said I was going to do no sugar or whatever, no alcohol for the entire year. But obviously I broke that not too long ago. But I thought, you know what, for special occasions I will, but my normal lifestyle, I don't need to be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So I do on vacation. So that's why I'm like, it's not going to be a good judge of character of my regular stuff. So I'd rather do it when I'm in my normal.
Yeah, I don't think you'll have it before the 18th anyway, especially if you send it in today. It'll come like right before you leave. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, so I'll do that then. But I'm excited to try it. I mean, I'm excited with what it's going to say for sure.
Me too. So, what are your goals this week? Sleep, working on all that.
Sleep and stress. Just manage stress and sleep and anxiety. So I've been doing good. I've been really in a better headspace spirit. Of course, on the cold days, I don't go out as much, but we had a beautiful day yesterday. So my husband and I walked the Katy Trail. This is trail in Dallas for 4 miles to get some sunshine. Mm-hmm. And now that it's starting to get a little nicer, it's not 100%. I would like for it still to be 10 degrees hotter. I was telling my husband, like, can it just be a little warmer? But anyway, we're going to start doing our morning walks again, like we were doing. I'm just going to have to bundle up and layer up some, it gets hot, so we can get that first light. And then we're going to take our weekends to we like Soul Cycle, and then like Saturdays and then Sunday, go walk the trail. Like we did 4 miles because he was hungry, wanted to eat. And so next time we're going to plan it so we can get like 5 or 6 miles of walking, then eat. Because I'm like, 4, like I was expecting 5 in my head. And he was like, I'm so hungry. But he had eaten so early in the morning. And I was like, all right. So anyway, we got to figure that out. But it's like getting that sunshine. I feel like more vitamin D. My vitamin D levels are doing really good. So I really want to continue getting that real sun. And I get the vitamin D shot. So I'm doing that every 6 weeks so that I stay, in normal levels. I just try to maximize and optimize.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love that you share all the resources that you're using, because you guys, that's what it's all about. We like to share everything. We hope you join us for Intensity. It's in our Plant Chicks lifestyle, but know that we are always bringing you new and great information here on Goal Call Monday every week. So if you're not already in Plant Chicks lifestyle, come join us. Join the fun. All right, let's head over to Instagram.
Yeah, let's do Instagram. Okay, see you later. Bye. Bye.